Let's see what we got. The truth about Cool Kicks. What happened with Cool
On
Kicks?
October 1st, 2025, the unthinkable happened. One of the most popular sneaker stores in the world, Cool Kicks, was raided by the police. And for
word,
years,
I ain't heard
Cool
about that.
Kicks has been a hub for sneaker culture, famous for its YouTube channel,
When that happened.
viral videos, and influence on the resale market. But in one shocking moment, all of that was thrown into question. This is the
Why he
story
look like
of how
Mr.
the
Beast?
biggest name in sneakers went from YouTube stardom to a police raid that shook the culture.
But they was serving them things out of there. They was moving them bricks.
So,
What they was
Cool
doing?
Kicks
Money
isn't just a
laundering?
sneaker shop. It's more of a pop culture landmark. What originally started as a passion project in Richmond, Virginia, Cool Kicks was founded by Adil Shams while he was in college at VCU. Later on in 2016,
From
they
Pakistan?
then moved to Los Angeles, California, where they turned sneaker resale
racist,
into
wasn't it? My bad.
entertainment. Instead of just selling shoes, they created a YouTube empire where celebrities pulled up, browsed the shelves stacked with grails, and dropped thousands of
That was around that time Polo G was popping up with new chains every fucking week at Icebox. I'm like, where the fuck is he getting his money from? Now he been MIA for a while. I bet he went pawned a couple of them chains.
dollars on camera. Just about
Sold
any
them bitches
rapper,
back.
influencer, streamer you can imagine has been to Cool Kicks, and there's probably a video about it. Their shopping with celebrity videos soon became their most popular, where millions of fans tuned in to see what sneakers their favorite stars would pick during a little shopping
Raining out
spree.
there.
And over the years, Cool Kicks wasn't just selling sneakers, they became a destination for tourists in LA. A place where fans hope to bump into stars and maybe even get on camera. And I can even vouch for myself, as somebody who's been in the sneaker content creation game for the past couple years. I used to watch the Cool Kicks videos, and when I was in high school and got the opportunity to go to LA for the first time, Cool Kicks was the first stop that I went to. I even filmed a video on my channel.
Me too. First time I went to LA, I tried to go to Cool Kicks, but it was in between COVID and raids and forest fires and shit. I couldn't. It was closed, but I was mad as a motherfucker. I
And
definitely
over the
wanted to
recent
go in
years,
that bitch.
when live streaming took off, they pivoted again. This time reaching fans worldwide on a platform called Whatnot. Hype, exclusivity, and constant visibility made
What
them
happened?
one
They
of the
was
most
scamming on
recognizable
Whatnot?
names in sneaker culture. Then, just this month, on October 1st, everything changed. In the middle of a Whatnot live stream, chaos suddenly broke out. Viewers reported hearing
Damn, who streams on Whatnot? I ain't never heard nobody say they streaming on Whatnot. Well, fuck, I might have to go take over Whatnot. Fuck, if ain't no too many people doing it, if you can make some money on it, I might have to go to Whatnot and see what's
loud
popping.
noises, movement, and confusion. And then somebody says something and the stream cuts. And minutes later, photos and clips surface online from fans that were watching the live stream.
Damn.
Police were outside of their warehouse
What
with
happened
their
like
weapons
that?
drawn, and the owner was brought
Oh,
out.
man.
Police were outside of their warehouse
Man, what is going on with this nigga? Hell, the fuck?
with their weapons drawn, and the owner was brought out with his hands in the air. Their warehouse seemed to have gotten raided, with sneaker boxes being loaded up into a truck, and officers escorting multiple individuals out.
Stealing them bitches or something?
And the Cool Kicks founder, Adil Shams, was arrested around 4:45 p.m., where he was booked on felony charges under LAPD's Bunko and Forgery Division, which, for those who don't know, is a department that specializes in fraud, counterfeits, and financial crimes. And while authorities haven't confirmed the full scope of these charges, sneakerheads immediately began speculating. On Reddit, users pointed out that Cool Kicks has been accused of selling counterfeit items before, especially during these live stream drops. And also on top of that,
I thought
users
they
have
was super official, like what you call it, like used to scam all them bitch, scan it and make sure everything was legit check. Yeah, I thought this shit was legit.
complained on Reddit forums and on the Cool Kicks comments that they have received fake like Labubus and Labubus that were not in packaging or clothing items that were not authentic, stuff like that. And the Bunko/Forgery Division's involvement suggests more than just a simple tax issue or paperwork mistake. This unit deals with fraud rings, counterfeit goods, and scams. And if counterfeit sneakers are involved, this wouldn't be the first time a major player in sneaker resale culture
did they get
has
shut
faced
down?
scrutiny. From StockX lawsuits to eBay crackdowns on fake Jordans and Yeezys, the resale market has always lived in the shadows of counterfeits. But for Cool Kicks, the difference is scale. They weren't just another shop. They are the most visible and viral resale shop in the world, with plenty of celebrity cosigns and millions watching their every move. And later that night,
I mean, you gotta know something, Fisher. How you think they able to get all them fucking shoes? They'll get a lot of real shoes and probably sneak in 5 with each pair. You know what I'm saying? You get 100 and you get 5 fake ones in just to get the budget down type shit.
A deal was released, but not without condition. He now has a court date scheduled for October 23rd, 2025, just weeks away. Now, me personally, this is just my personal opinion, or a guess if you want to say. I don't believe that Cool Kicks was selling fake stuff at their store. Yes, maybe a few pairs slipped through the cracks, but I don't think their entire store is filled with counterfeit shoes. And I feel like that's what everybody is kind of insinuating. Maybe they sold a few pairs of fakes at their store without them knowing, or maybe they sold a few fake things on their Whatnot stuff and didn't give refunds. And my own personal opinion, again, is that they bought stolen merchandise. This is just what I think. I feel like they knowingly or unknowingly bought stolen merchandise from maybe one of these train robberies, or I don't know. Like they bought bulk of a certain pair of shoes that was probably stolen from somewhere, probably 100 or 200 pairs, and the police tracked down of who ends up getting their hands on these stolen goods, and Cool Kicks happen to have them. Now, once again, this is just my opinion. This is no facts. There is no facts backing this, but this is a recurring thing that I've been seeing with different platforms and stores and like the warehouse raids and stuff. Because let's say something gets stolen from a warehouse or a train car, like
From feed to tack to meds and more, Chewy delivers.
Boy, do I love coming here.
She ready to go
Walking
and
down
stand
that
on
hallway
business.
shaped like
500 pairs get stolen, and then they sell it to somebody. That person sells off 100 pairs or 20 pairs. That person sells it to the next person and the next person. And then Cool Kicks ends up buying 40 pairs of whatever, or 100 pairs of hype sneakers or whatever. And then they are now caught with this stolen merchandise, and their warehouse gets raided. That's just what I think. But once again, there's no facts or evidence that backs up my opinion. This is just purely a guess. But the big question is now, what happens to Cool Kicks' brand? For Cool Kicks, the damage to the reputation might already be done, and it might be irreversible. So I feel like it's going to be hard to build that reputation again, even if they are not in the wrong. Cool Kicks turned sneakers into
you know how it is. Once they put that word out on you, people don't never care about the truth. It could have came out that it was all a miscommunication. They thought he did this, that, or it could have been some tax shit. Ain't got nothing to do with fake shit, but they still gonna tear him down, bro.
They made resale culture mainstream, gave us viral celebrity moments, and built an empire off hype and YouTube. But when the biggest name in the game gets raided,
it was
it's
already
yet another
slowing down
reminder
anyway.
that the
People
Giants
stopped fucking
aren't
with it like
untouchable.
that.
The saga of Cool Kicks is far from over. With court dates coming up and questions still unanswered, the sneaker world is holding its breath. Okay, so just a few hours after filming this video, new news just came out, and I feel like this is very crucial to this whole case. KTLA did a news article on this, and what they said was that 4 people were detained, including the owner, Adil, and he was booked on a felony charge of receiving known stolen merchandise over $950. And as of just today, Cool Kicks actually released a statement, and it's a little bit fishy. So I'll let you guys pause it and read what you want, but it basically says that LAPD impounded a small lot of Nike sneakers that they had just purchased in the last 48 hours, and they alleged that the merchandise was stolen. So this was my guess, pretty much in the video, was that they weren't selling counterfeit stuff at the store. It was more so of the fact that they were maybe receiving stolen merchandise. And if you look at the comments on this statement on the Cool Kicks Instagram, comments are very mixed. Some people are like, oh, like, hope everything's good, and some people are like, no, this is cap, like, something is going on. And in my opinion, I don't know, because it doesn't explain their Whatnot suspension. So in the middle of their Whatnot live stream, when they got raided, they had to turn it off, right? And if you go on their Whatnot page that they very often stream on, it is banned. And it says that this account is temporarily inactive, and the user associated with this account has been temporarily removed for violating Whatnot's community guidelines. And to my knowledge, you don't just get banned on Whatnot for no reason. I actually reached out to a few people that deal with Whatnot, and it's pretty hard to get banned from the platform. Like, you have to do something pretty drastic. So this whole statement about the raid and nothing is counterfeit, it was just accidentally stolen merchandise, this statement does not correlate to their Whatnot suspension. And Whatnot is where they've been accused of selling a lot of fake merchandise. I don't know, I'll let you guys make your own opinion. And that pretty much wraps up today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Now, this video was a little bit hard to make because there was not a lot of resources out there, and I don't want anybody to come for me, or I don't want to have beef with any of the Cool Kicks people. I don't have a problem with them. This is strictly just me trying to tell the story.
in that water. You did it. You
what
put
happened,
yourself in
but
the
with
water.
very
You
little
wanna
context. I know pages on social media are instantly blasting
You
them
wanna
for
be the
selling
first
fake
with the
shoes in their store, even though none of that's been confirmed. So I just wanted to tell the story as non-biased as possible, but with my storytelling page, you know? I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you guys...
Yeah, that was first to my knowledge, man. Like, comment, subscribe. We're gonna go to the next one.
Just do it for the